is a quiet thing. It sits in waiting rooms, it's whispered in prayers, and it's a single pink line in a test that should have shown two. Infertility is more than a diagnosis. It's an unanswered question, and a reality millions face with uncertainty. For many women, the problem begins with PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, a condition where the body forgets how to listen to its own signals. It's one of the leading causes of infertility, and at the center of it, and my research, is the follicle-stimulating hormone, FSH, and its receptor, FSHR. FSH is a hormone that plays a key role in how much estrogen women produce. When estrogen levels are too low for too long, this can cause infertility. And this is a common symptom seen in PCOS. And it happens when FSHR isn't activated as often as it should be. So, scientists are studying this receptor to see if we can find different ways of activating it. And my research does this through computer modeling. Imagine FSHR as a puzzle. It's missing one piece that we call a ligand that once put into place turns the receptor on. The problem is that pieces like that are buried in a Home Depot bucket, lost amongst countless other random pieces. Docking is a computer technique that lets us sort through that pail virtually. It lets us test every piece, see which ones fit, and it's a technique that lets us do that rather quickly. But docking just captures a snapshot in time, like pictures do. And proteins aren't statues. They move and twist like rowdy children in a classroom. And while we often hope the smiling faces we see in school pictures are representative, I'm sure we can all agree they probably don't fully capture a typical school day. Videos do that much better, and for proteins, that's what molecular dynamics simulations do. They let us watch interactions happen over time. So I can make sure my ligands aren't just a good fit for a single moment, but they're the right fits over a suitable amount of time. But finding promising molecules is just the first step. The next is bringing them to life. I use the Truce-Smiles rearrangement, a reaction that reshapes molecules and forms new bonds. I hope to use this reaction to build molecules that can activate FSHR, going beyond theory. It's the bridge between an idea and a real treatment. If this works, we aren't just solving molecular puzzles, and we're not just managing symptoms. We're restoring function and giving people something more to hold on to than hearing "just keep trying." Science is about problem solving. It's about persistence. And it's about people and changing the way we live. I don't have all the answers to infertility, but what I do have is the opportunity to find some. Because when we push the boundaries of what we know, we don't just change molecules, we change futures. Thank you.